I was kind of scrolling through the other night, just looking at that. I was like, yeah, I got to do something. It's like I'm sitting here wasting my life and my time just consuming, just over consuming content and not making anything. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing that. Welcome back to the Night Crew podcast, where it's late. It's 3 o'clock in the morning currently, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've posted an episode of this. I realized that it's kind of crazy to record a podcast by yourself, because you're kind of just sitting here thinking and talking out loud, and there's nobody in the room, and it's just weird as shit. So, that all being said, gross. So what's been going on? What's been going on lately? So I've been off the grid, and by the grid I mean the YouTube channel, because I've been working hard on my business. So let's see. Let me get back into business mode here. What are we doing? So I've been in my business with Morrisette Media. I've been trying to transition that over to like very business specific processes. So and this is why I haven't made anything in a long time, because I've been trying to think about this, and then I don't know, I got into a weird space where like I didn't want to make anything or really do anything, and it's been kind of messing with me. So I'm kind of just using this as like therapy to kind of talk through some of that. But basically, so I have two main things that I do, right? So I have I shoot weddings, and I shoot personal stuff like families and whatever anybody needs me to do. I also shoot business stuff, or that's the goal. Is I'm trying to transition into shooting business photography and videos, stuff that I can license out, because there's just a lot of money in that, and photography is photography at the end of the day. So what I'm trying to do is separate those two things. And this is kind of where I landed recently with kind of a plan for this. So what I want to do is, well, what I have done is remove all my personal photography stuff from my business website. I'm trying to make that very business specific. Then I'm going to make a secondary website for the personal photography, and I'm just going to use my name on that, so I don't have to worry about legalities or another LLC or anything like that. I'm just going to use my name and photography, or photo and video, whatever. As long as your name's in it, then it's a sole proprietorship. It's on your same tax return, all that good stuff. So that is where we've landed as of like a couple of days ago. There's a lot, and this is what is easy to get caught up in when you're creating a business, which is the dumb stuff, right? So thinking about, it's not dumb, but people tend to put too much time into it. So social media strategies, branding, stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, if you have a good product and good processes and everything, and you're good with people, you can pretty much get by with whatever you want. Like not everything has to look perfect, right? So I think that's kind of like the main takeaway, and what I need to tell myself by way of sharing with you is to stop, and I'm really talking to myself here, but stop trying to make everything look perfect. Like I have all the gear, I have the knowledge, the skills, whatever, to make everything look pristine, but at the end of the day, man, it comes down to just putting it out there, and that's what I have to get in my head. Obviously everybody wants their brand to look perfect, and that there's so many layers to that, but if I can just get out of my own way and start posting on Instagram. And so that's the other piece of it too, is like, do you make two accounts? You know, do you have 3, 4, 5 business accounts, or you know, different accounts and different pages? Well, every new account that you make is a new thing that you have to keep up with. So that's the hard part. So I'm trying to figure that out. I think what I'm going to do is use my personal Instagram account. So I have a creator account on Instagram. I'm just going to start throwing up pictures like crazy. Just pictures that I've taken over the years, whatever. And then that's going to be like my personal, not portfolio, but I'm just going to try to stop thinking about it. I'm not going to try to like curate images, right? I'm just going to post what looks good and what I want to see and what I want people to see. And then, you know, with that call to action being like, hey, I'm a photographer, so use me if you want to, you know, if you have anything coming up. So I think that's kind of the plan. And then on top of that, I don't know what the hell to do with the YouTube channel. The last 5 videos have been just off the walls, just random stuff. So I don't know what I want to do with that. I know last time I spoke here, I probably was talking about financial content, which I do want to do. That's definitely a interesting thing. Maybe I'll record another video tonight about some of that stuff. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just kind of in a weird place. Like I don't really know what the next step is, and thinking about that trying to think about that and come up with a plan for it just makes me not want to do anything. I think realistically, if I'm really getting in my own head here, there's a lot of things I need to do, and just thinking about all those things makes me want to just go watch YouTube. I was actually before I sat down to record this, I was literally in the middle of a PewDiePie video, and I don't know. I just had like a little burst of energy right in the middle of it, and I was just like, yo, why am I watching this, man? Like, I could be doing literally anything productive. And then this is like the 10th video I've watched tonight. Like, if you look at my history right now, it's sad the amount of hours that I've put into just watching YouTube over the last like 2 weeks. I mean, we're talking probably like 200 plus videos, because it's all on my watch later. And you know, when you scroll down the watch later, it's all the red bars showing that you've watched it. I was kind of scrolling through the other night just looking at that. I was like, yeah, I got to do something. It's like I'm sitting here wasting my life and my time just consuming, you know, just over consuming content and not making anything. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing that. And it's a little, it's frustrating. Like, I'm also highly self-aware, and, you know, I know that I'm in my own way, right? But I don't know. I got to do something, man. It's starting to eat at me. You know, I don't know if it's that I don't want to put the work in. You know, maybe there's some of that down in there. I don't know if it's I'm lazy. Maybe that's the same thing. You know, I don't really know. I don't know what the problem is. I'm just in a weird place. And like, I was talking to my wife about it, and lately, like I'm not unhappy at work. Like, it's usually, you know, stuff like this would come from something like that. I'm not like depressed, or I don't think I am. I've never had like depression, so I don't think it's that. I'm genuinely happy. I have everything I've ever wanted. I am doing good at work. You know, I just don't have answers. I don't know what it could possibly be that is that's making me feel weird. So I don't know. That all being said, I'm just kind of hanging out, and we have a baby on the way, and that's probably part of it, honestly, because when you have a baby on the way, it's kind of like a hurry up and wait thing. You know, you're just waiting for this baby to get here. We have about 10 weeks left, and at the time of recording this, at least, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's just getting in my head, and like it's like you have this. I don't know how to explain it. Like you have this like life changing thing that's about to happen, and you've prepared for it, and you have like we have like her room set up and everything, and we have we have her clothes and stuff like that, but now we're just kind of sitting around waiting, and it's like what I can't even put it into words, like how it feels. It's like excitement. It's like I'm not really scared because this will be number 3. So I feel like kind of once you've had 2, you're kind of, and maybe I just sound like a noob parent by saying that, but once you have 2, it's kind of the same thing, to have 3. The only difference is you're outnumbered. So now it's like 2 trips to the car versus 1. So we can't just both grab a kid and go. Like we gotta make a 3rd trip to get the 3rd kid. So there's that. I bought a new car. So I bought a 2020 Jeep Wrangler, which looks pretty dope. So there's that. It's all the life updates. I'm thinking about. I'm just rambling at this point. We're only 11 minutes in. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of talking, getting my thoughts out into the universe. If you do happen to watch this for some reason, then leave me a comment and like the video. Talking about, what how you get out of a slump. Like maybe I'm in a slump. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know what to call it. I think deep down, like, if I'm really checking myself internally, like, I think my problem is I like to have something to talk about that I'm doing, right? So I like to be doing something at all times. And I think because I think I like to have that because it sounds cool, but then I don't actually like fulfill on that, if that makes sense. Like my problem is I have the know-how to do a lot of things, but I don't like go after it because I have this crutch that is my full-time job. What I don't know, and what I've told myself and what I've told many people is if I were to just like quit my job, right, and kind of put that pressure on myself to get out there and make it happen, that I would then do that. But I think if I'm being real with myself, I think that's just an excuse probably because it sounds cool. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur and everybody wants to be their own boss and everything, but I don't know. Part of me feels like I really would. Like I have a strong track record of like making it happen, right? Like I'm constantly have been able to get what I want and do what I want. And when I put my mind to something, I've always been able to make that thing happen. So I don't know. Part of me feels like that's how this would go if I were to just like quit my job and start, doing my own thing. But at the end of the day, you really don't know. So that's kind of where my brain is at. I would love to try, but I can't because I have kids and a wife and everything. So I have to think about them, right? So it's not like I'm 18 again and I can just uproot and leave and go do whatever I want, right? I have other people that I have to think about, and that's the decision that I made, and I have to deal with that. And I'm not saying that I regret that, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That's, what I chose to do with my life. So, it's no like resentment or anything there. And a lot of people can, diagnose that. But no, it's not that. It's not that either. Like I wouldn't be able to live by myself if I didn't marry my wife. Like I'd be married to somebody else probably because I cannot. say I can't. I'd probably be all right, but I can't imagine doing anything by myself. I got to have like that partner there. So it's definitely not that. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm just in this weird like rut. Now this, even sitting down to record this is a step in the right direction, right? Because I'm actually doing something versus constantly consuming content. I have no plan for this, obviously, if that wasn't apparent enough. I need to like plan out videos. That's what I really need to do. I need an assistant. I need somebody that can like help me plan out videos and help me kind of get my thoughts on track, all in kind of one area. I don't know. I don't know what I need. I need time. Would be sick if I had more time. I might just squander that away on YouTube, but we did just hit daylight savings time, so there is more time in the day now, or seemingly more time in the day. So I don't know. I don't know what I need. I need to I need to use all this equipment that I bought, because I have a bunch of cool shit in my office now. So, gross. I need to make more videos. I need to reach out to businesses. I need to take more photos. I need to set up like styled shoots. I need to find models around the area. I need to link up with businesses and go shoot for them and get, content that way. I've started doing advertising through my business. So again, kind of that B2B relationship that I'm trying to establish online. So I've kind of like targeted like a niche that I'm going for, and I've built out some advertising material for that, and I'm about to automate some of that like inbound marketing to try to see if I can get some leads that way and start having those conversations. So there's a lot of things that I need to do that I know how to do and have the framework set up for, but I just need to start. And that is the hardest part. I think in my head I am like waiting for this paternity leave that I'm about to have from work. I have 8 weeks off. Ugh. Sorry. And I think in my head I'm waiting for that, but I don't know why. I don't know why I am. Like, work isn't stressful. I'm kind of on autopilot there. So I could be doing all this stuff now, but it's like now the kids are like old enough to where, that they're not babies anymore, right? So they're not just like sitting there, like they're actually interacting and like they want your attention all the time and everything. So every day I don't have time to put into that other stuff that I want to do. But I also can't be selfish about that time. Maybe I can. Maybe I have to be. Maybe to build the life that I'm trying to build for these guys. Like, I'd need to be a little more selfish about it. But you just don't want to miss the time either. Like, you don't want to miss them growing up, and you don't want to be too busy for them to, to build those relationships with them. So I don't know. I feel like I'm getting sick. I think I just like to complain. I'm itchy. It's hot in this room. I don't know why. Probably because it's starting to be spring outside now. I don't know, man. This is a bad episode. I'm just going to post it anyway, though, because screw it. Why not? I need to put something up on YouTube. We have 2,640 subscribers now, so appreciate you guys. Let me know what you want to see. If for some reason you see this video before any of my other ones, let me know what you're interested in seeing, and maybe I can make some more stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I might just cut it off there. Let's call it a day. This podcast is supposed to be kind of that journey for entrepreneurs, and for y'all to kind of like ride along with me through me figuring out my business kind of as I go. I would love to hear from y'all. I would love to, hear questions from y'all in the comments. I don't have like a social media or anything set up for this. I'm just going to try to like run everything through my Instagram, Tim Morrisette. Maybe, nobody's watching it. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it needs its own podcast. I don't know. Or its own Instagram. I don't know. See, that's the shit right there. That's what gets my mind going. Like I'm thinking about. But like nobody's watching this, so for what? But maybe if I had one, people would say, I don't know. Like that's what bothers me. I just need to like have people on staff that can run all these things for me. Need somebody that can like chop up the video, throw it on Instagram. I don't even know if the night crew handle's available. Even if it is, I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to sit here and chop up clips for it. There's nothing to clip. This is a single person podcast. Like there's no dialogue back and forth. If I can get like some phone calls from people, like something that can provide value, then that would help with that. And then people would be more inclined to listen to it and watch it. I don't know. I just need to, maybe the podcast isn't even a thing that needs to happen. Like maybe I need to come up with something else to talk about. Maybe it's not entrepreneurship. There's nothing really exciting in like life other than like the kids and stuff. So, but I already tried like the vlog channel thing, so I'm not really trying to do that. So that was kind of fun though, but that vlogging is just horrible. So I don't know. I don't know what this podcast is going to become, but I would be interested to talk to other entrepreneurs that are kind of going through the same thing. Figure out how you all, if you're listening to this, like kind of get past the bumps in the road. How you like stay motivated to create things and work on your business. Like what's always been tough for me is if I can sum up everything into like a single sentence, like what's always been tough for me is to keep pushing and keep posting when no one's watching. I say those like self-deprecating sentences like nobody's watching this anyway, but that's not true. It's not always true. Like somebody might watch it. Maybe I'll get 10 views on it, but one of those views is somebody that needs to hear that, right? So I need to get out of my own way and stop thinking like that because it's real negative, but I'm such a weird shit. I'm like a optimistic realist, if that makes sense. It's like I'll sit here and like say very real things that are true, but in my head, in my overly confident, delusional brain, people care about what I have to say, Which I feel like you need a little bit of that to be like a successful business owner. Like you have to go into it knowing that your stuff is good and you have to believe in your own product. So, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, if you are interested in dropping a line in the comments, letting me know what you have going on in your business. And maybe if anything I said kind of helped maybe put into words what you've been feeling or thinking or, any of that good stuff. Just let me know. If you want to be on the show, I'm open to literally anyone. So I would love to have people call in. We can set up a time, that would be very motivating for me if people wanted to be on the show. Maybe try to spice it up a little bit. I would love to just have 40-minute conversations with other business owners, about kind of like what they do and and where they're struggling and what they're really good at. And it's a self-promotion platform as well. You can absolutely come promote your business, and tell the people what you're getting into, and then if you get clients off that, dope. I need to do better at that myself, for real. But yeah, if any entrepreneurs see this, hit me up and let's talk. Let's get an episode out about your business and kind of what you're doing to take your stuff to the next level, and maybe where your pitfalls are and where your struggles are happening in your business, and what you can do. And then maybe we can work together. Maybe if you need something that I can provide, or if there's something that you need that I don't know how to do, but I know somebody that can do it, we can network and kind of build a little community around that, and just kind of all work together to make it happen, So whatever. All right, we're at 25 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it there, and I don't know, maybe we'll do this again next week. My plan was to do weekly, so. But there's not always something happening every week, and there should be, but there's not. So maybe that's a takeaway for myself as well. All right, well, this has been fun. All right, well, thanks for watching, if you made it this far in. And reach out to me if you're an entrepreneur. Like the video, subscribe. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. Gang, gang. Peace.